One. Hello and welcome back to the DACH stream. The last match of today. It's been a long day, it's been a few matches, and now we see Team Red, which I'm not gonna say because I have no idea how to say that, against Team Jorik.
Okay, so I do know how to say the Team Red's name, and I refuse to say it because it's stupid.
It is very stupid.
It's
This picture is crazy.
It is a Roblox brain rot meme from like 8-year-olds.
Well,
It's been spreading around recently.
well, all of these memes recently with the skibidi stuff is all pretty much 8-year-olds, so...
Yeah, but this is like... do you know the song Cotton Eye Joe?
Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can immediately hear it out. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a chicken nugget singing that. That's all it is. Anyway, so I guess I'll go into who is on each of these teams. On Team Red, we have Ball 3D, Clueless Player, Eulafoot Enjoyer, Not Matty, Portal, Summer, Miyageto, Etfad, Strecker, and Agarflow. I feel like this team's pretty well rounded.
This one's
yeah.
strong. So I know Eulafoot Enjoy, who's very good all rounder. Argoflow, very good very good speech. Bila Strecker with good hard rock streams. Overall very all round as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, next team.
On the side of Jorik, we've got Aptim, the global legend. Let's go, UK represented. We've got Liz, Potato. That is an old name. Haven't seen them in a while. Kazemiya, Eiko Tsukimi, M6VI. We have Jellium, Borzilla, and Forest Master. So players on this team to look out for. Obviously, Jellium is one of the biggest monsters just in the game. Like, has been for years. Potato, pretty old player actually. Haven't seen them in a while, but they were very good at ult when I last knew them.
Yes.
Liz, incredible DT player. And global legend is British.
Oh, he's British. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Jellium before. Very, very strong player. But we have already gotten our 2 protect. 1 protect coming from Team Jorik with the DT3, and 1 protect Nomad 6 from Team Blue.
Now, this does make sense from the side of Team Jorik. They have a very strong DT roster. Jellium being a very good tapping player, Liz being one of the best DT players in the scene at the moment. So, that completely makes sense. And the bans are going to be coming in pretty shortly.
Yes, this is very exciting. So we have teams with very clear skill sets. So it's going to be great to see. But since this is an auction tournament, you have 10 players in each team. You can never really count out teams for certain skill sets. You always do have all skill sets filled up. It's just a question of how much do you have it filled up and how strong are your players on it.
100%. And I will say, I see that hidden too. That's an old classic from I want to say I first saw it pulled in 2021.
Yeah, I actually haven't. I started playing in 2020 and 21, so I couldn't really say that.
Yeah.
But I have played it actually in our tournament as a nomad in a 5-digit tournament. Very hard to play if you're not much of a reading player.
Definitely. It's been around in I think I first saw it in either 5WC or Binfi's tournament in 21.
Might have very well been 5WC. I think I might have spotted that once there in older pools.
Yeah, that being said, we've also got some pretty fun maps throughout the pool. DT1 I've seen a lot. Free Mod 2 is an absolute classic. Gotta love the DJ pop.
Oh yeah, the Free Mod 2, Free Mod 1 as well. Very exciting map. The multiplayer is amazing. We've seen some people getting 300Ks with easy on it, so that's automatically 1.1 million or something like that.
Whoa, that is a very high multiplayer. What the hell?
Yes, but it's really hard. It's some tech old map that is extremely hard to play with easy, and not everyone can play that. So only really strong reading players would be able to play this map.
Fair enough, I suppose. Well, just waiting on these bans to come in.
Yes, we see some massive stalling here. All right,
It's
Hard
Hard
Rock
Rock
2
2.
ban.
They are not fans of Snoop Dogg with Katy Perry.
Nobody plays it ever.
Justified.
I have never seen it not getting banned. Okay, thanks for the switch.
Okay. And now we're just going to be waiting on the first ban coming in from Team Jorik.
Who banned Hard Rock 2 again?
That was Team Red. Because I still refuse to sing that. And it's going to be No Mod 4, getting rid of Keck.
Keep switching, I hate it.
Do not worry about it. Alright, gonna be seeing the first pick coming in soon, unless there's second bans. I don't remember.
It's second bans.
It's gonna be second bans. Okay, second ban from Team Red. Now they did protect the No Mod 6, so I'm predicting Hidden 2 is gonna stay around, at least for this ban.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe gonna try and get rid of something like the... I don't know, because they have a really strong speed roster themselves as well, having especially Quartal on that roster. Very good player on the tapping maps. Very good all-rounder. Recently won 5WC alongside Liss from the other team, actually.
Yes, from what I can see, it's probably the smartest choice just to ban the type of skill set that was protected. Probably the best one you would want to do. But maybe they have another idea. Maybe they have a certain map that has had good scores in a tournament today, and they're just not feeling very comfortable in it.
Yeah, maybe the free mod 2 if they just don't like precision, but who knows?
Yes, so there's already been quite a few matches, so they might have some kind of picture on how maps might go, but you never know. Every team is so versatile and so different that one map.
And it's No Mod 3.
Okay, No Mod 3 ban.
Getting rid of the Kotone map. That is the worst timeline. I love that song.
Yeah, that map is really cool. The map's also. Not only the song is cool, but the map's also really fun to watch. And I swear to God, I'm even clicking on it, and it still switches.
And No Mod 5 is the final. This kind of surprises me, honestly.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. Having this finger control, speedy bursts, all of them together with all these sliders can really catch you off guard, and it's very different from the normal speed pick that you usually get. AR with 9.3 is also on the lower side of a 230 BPM map.
Actually, no, I guess it does make sense because they are playing against such a strong speed team, so and they I guess they were more comfortable on DT2 than No Mod 5.
So No Mod 5 is also very heavy on stamina, I feel like, just because of the changing rhythms of the sliders. You have to single tap, or if you're single tap a lot in between, which can be very draining.
I definitely had a very annoying time on that recently, and I believe 4WC, so it's quite scary to see that in this as well.
Oh yeah, you know, I have seen the DD2 from the qualifiers, and I had no problem with stamina, but this one, at the halfway through the map, it already feels really bad.
Okay, so Team Jorik is going to go straight in with their Protect, going for the DT3.
Yes, trying to build confidence, showing them who's the boss on that map.
Definitely. So we're going to see Quartal coming in for the side of Team Red. Pretty expected, very strong speed player. The rest of the roster should be coming in soon. I think Eula Foot Enjoyer also very good at DT. What is this song?
Dang. Such a good song. Borzilla is from Team Blue, right?
Answer? Yes, Borzilla is Team Blue. Yeah. So I think we're going to be seeing Liss, Jellium, Borzilla most likely. There we go. Strecker coming in for the side of Team Red. I'm expecting Eula Foot Enjoyer to come in as well, assuming that they are online at the moment. It's pretty hard to get an entire set of... It's pretty hard to get 2 full sets of 8 players in. I mean, 2 full sets of 10 players, actually.
Yes, it's true. It's impossible to schedule with 10 players. It's hell.
Yeah. That being said, we're just going to be gonna be waiting. Eula has entered the lobby, so it's gonna be pretty much as expected for both teams. But actually, this, it appears, is gonna be popping out, or at least moving slots. Nope, never mind, there they are. May have been a bit of a misclick. And unfortunately, I have just gotten word that the Global Legend is not going to be playing. They are in a hotel.
Oh no.
No Brits in this match. This is the worst timeline. Now I can no longer root for one of the teams. And we are going to be seeing Summer coming in, actually, taking over from Quartal. Summer, a pretty old player, played about the same time that I started out, back in 2020, 2021. Very strong at Hard Rock at the time. Don't know how strong they are on DT, but if they're here, they must be pretty damn strong.
Well, this DT is very special. It's not really your normal DT, 225 BPM, I believe. Maybe it was less. Custom map by Alex, one of the hosts. Lots of bursts, longer bursts, and air 9.67. So even if you're not a really high AR reading player, it might just work out for you playing this map.
Yeah, definitely more of a fin control / stamina map. That being said, the side of Team Red already finding breaks alongside, I'm just going to say Mavi for that. I don't even know if that's correct, but wow, only one combo being held on the side of Team Red so far. That's a very early lead for the side of Jorik.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really hard to hold.
This Jellium and Borzilla. Unfortunately, Borzilla finding a break, but it's traded out by Strecker. The last FC on the side of Team Red is already gone, and there are two left on the side of Jorik. Never mind, just the one. It's only Liss. Absolute standout on the DT. Makes sense. Jellium, unfortunately, just getting caught out by some of the finger control, not tapping enough times on a burst.
Yeah, you can already see the difference of the players.
Yeah. You can tell that they are definitely more of a tapping and DT team. Liss does find a break, unfortunately, but they are more than kept up by Borzilla and Jellium. That being said, look at those pretty damn good supporting combos on the side of Team Red right now. Nobody below 300. Borzilla finding a break. This could very well go back, actually. The lead is very quickly shrinking.
Yes, well, we also have to look at the accuracies. Accuracy is a lot stronger on the blue side. Another break from the red side, and
unfortunately, 2 breaks.
Yeah, Matey.
That lead is going to stagnate very quickly, because there are 3 combos on the side of Team Blue right now, including Jellium with one of the highest, but they find a break alongside Mavi. Everyone on the blue team is breaking. This
now
is
it goes to the left.
Apart. The Team Red is harnessing the power of sex, but unfortunately it is not enough.
But
oh wait, no, that's only a break.
With the break, the pressure
is definitely going to go over. They've seen on the leaderboard that they have the power. They are holding the combos. Some are finding a break, unfortunately, but I mean, look at that lead. It's already 100k in the side of Team Red. This could be a break point on the very first pick of the match.
But Trekker misses. Eula Fordentroy still has the combo, though.
Yeah, it's only Eula right now on that side, but there's nothing to match him. The lead is slowly decreasing, but Borzilla and Liss find breaks. Mavi finds a break. Mati finds a break. It's only Eula and Jellium, and Eula brings it home.
Okay, quite the exciting beginning. Both teams not really getting the scores you would expect from these rosters, especially from the speed roster. People having a hard time, surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean, that's just such an awkward map. There's so the numbers of notes on these bursts are so awkward to hit. Like, it's really impressive to see players getting that good accuracy. Like, look at Jellium's ac. Like, what do you do?
Yes. So this is really a map you have to play a few times before getting it right. Just the BPM, it's a bit tricky at the beginning. You have to play like 2 to 3 times and you really figure it out. But yeah, still a win is a win.
Yep. And now we're gonna be.
Oh, I just realized it's a breakpoint. Holy shit.
Yep, breakpoint on the first pick on their protect. That is not something that you like for the mental. But
that is completely crushing in your own mental.
But at the same time, like, it's the first map of the match. Like, you are really like, you're gonna be not as bothered on the first map. If it was something else, then maybe, but it should be fine. Like, just gonna be heading in next.
What worries me more is not really the win of this round or the loss of the round, but the individual performances, because I feel like a lot of players are going to be extremely unhappy with the performances here. Which
yeah, that makes
really
sense.
could take them down for the next matches.
that being said, we are going in with the free mod 2 now. This is the DJ pop map of the pool. It's going to be the anti-mod, and let's just see what they want to be going for.
Yes, I have seen that people like to play hard rock more than no mod on that map, so we might just see over mods. We need one hidden on there. Hidden hard rock counts as hidden as well, I believe.
I would hope not, because that is a dumb rule.
Well, I think that is an actual rule.
Man. Now that we are getting a reminder on the free mod rules in the chat, so let's see what we can get. Maxwell is informing us.
Well, I have to clear up a mistake. It was not map max Alex, but 2 other maps were maxed by Alex. DT3 was maxed by PO.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to be seeing what the rosters are going to be for this map. I'm going to be guessing I don't know who's going to play it, but I feel like there's going to be at least one easy on this. This is very easy to read. And good luck's having been sent in the chat, so we are going to be switching over pretty soon. Yep, so a hidden only is required on one of the teams. 4 mods per team, so you can take a hidden hard rock to allow a no mod player, but I don't feel like that's going to be happening.
Oh yeah,
Because,
absolutely.
I mean, it's just a matter of the fact that if people aren't comfortable on the AR8, they're not going to want to do that on no mod instead of hidden. They're going to want to take the hard rock. Or maybe take the easy, because they're based. I like easy.
Yes, easy is very doable on the map. A lot of people like to play it, and the only problem with easy at the moment is that easy gives less score, and easy FC actually gives less score than the hidden FC. So some reading players just decide on the hidden because it gives more score.
Yeah, I think it's like a 50-50. I personally would take hidden because it's more comfortable to me, but if you're good at hidden and easy, I'd say easy is much more consistent, because if you can read it, you can just read it. And you're much less likely to find the misaims that you could otherwise find with the hidden modification. That being said, we're going to be heading in.
But you gotta say, note log is also a thing in this map of easy. If you note log once, you have a problem.
Okay, let's see what we're going to be going for.
Yeah, the hidden 2.2. That might be worth it.
Just going to be switching over to the match thing pretty soon, because we are MP start 10ing. Given that we are currently just staring at the map pool selection screen.
Ah, it didn't switch. I love the game. Okay.
There we go. We're seeing a flashlight.
Wait, what? Oh, that's so good. That is so cool. And
Not
an
even
overmod
flashlight
from
easy.
Team Blue.
Yeah.
Hidden easy.
Now, I will say, the hidden easy on the side of Forest Master is... Yeah, I don't know how much Clueless player practice this. Maybe just finding a quick misaim. I don't know. They are playing Tap X, which is kind of interesting. So, yeah, Tap X flashlight in a match.
Wow. What a giga chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Outside
there
of
was
that,
a
though, we're
little bit of a
seeing,
movement on the wrong side for Clueless players, so I think that was probably he just moved wrong, but it wasn't really a misaim, so it was just unlucky. Other than that, ooh, there is the flashlight.
Yeah, unfortunately, just like tapping one too few times there. Outside of that, though, everyone on the side of Team Jorik is actually doing pretty well. They're taking 2 hiddens, whereas the side of Team Red are taking 2 hard rocks. So we are seeing the difference in mod combinations.
Yes,
Now,
so
I don't
the
know
score-
if the easy multiplier is already put in.
It is not.
I feel like it should be. Oh. In that case, Forest Master's score is actually rocketing up a lot higher than it should be. Because they are holding that FC with pretty stellar accuracy, hidden easy. But that being said, Strecker and Quartal both holding these really strong combos on the hidden and hard rock. But at the same time, it's matched by Jellium, Borzilla, and Liss, and Forest Master is just completely destroying this map right now. This might be a trade of breakpoints, because they have the lead
Clueless
without the
player
mod
with the miss
multiplier
again.
right now.
Yeah, Clueless player not having a good time here, and these 4 combos from the Team Blue. 1 break now, but I don't know. It's still going towards blue.
Oh, unfortunately, Quartal is going to be finding a break on the hidden. That is one of the very important FCs gone for the side of Team Red. It's only Strecker right now, holding on with that precision. But at the same time, it's being matched by Jellium and Liss. And, I mean, he can only match up against one of them. Jellium's finally going to find a break, but Liss is still matching them. Forest Master finally finds the break. Strecker finds a break as well. It's only Liss holding a full combo right now. I don't even know if it's a full combo because they may have broken at the start. But at the same time, they are the only one holding a big combo. They are completely consolidating this lead. 200k so far, alongside the 2.2 times multiplier on the side of Forest Master. This is definitely going to be a point going over to the side of Jorik, getting a breakpoint in return. Very well played by these players.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We see Liz still holding the combo. Strecker also a very good score here.
Unfortunately, Liz finding a break with those shakes.
I guess getting to the end of tournament maps is always so scary because like this pressure just keeps building up and it gets worse and worse per second. So very to be expected, the miss. Still extremely strong score, best score in the lobby, just followed by Jellium. So the two top scores are from these two players, I believe, unless Strecker has...
Probably Forest Master, because 2.2 times on that is pretty damn high.
Yes, you are right on that, actually. You are completely right on that. This seems to be the top score from Forest Master.
And that, I mean, and now, again, as I said earlier, we have had a breakpoint trade at the start of this match. Both teams getting these breakpoints. And it's 1-1, and it's back onto Team Jorik's pick. Now, let's see what they want to go for. They did seem to be pretty confident on their tapping with that first pick of the DT3, but immediately finding a breakpoint. Getting a win on the reading map as well with those two hidden players compared to the two hard rocks on the side of Team Red. Maybe they want to go for a hidden 2 here.
It seems like the tournament decided that he's not going to choose maps anymore, so I have to do it manually now.
Just going to be allowing a bit of time for people to get their picks.
I just checked something.
Okay.
Yeah, the teams definitely have to think that through now. Both of these picks really not going through. I believe red team still has to protect. But still, I don't know. When your reading pick just doesn't go through, or like Fremont pick, which is not necessarily a reading pick, they definitely lost to the hard rocks here. The flashlight kind of made it a lot harder. I believe he was still very confident on it. I'm pretty sure he probably has seeded a few times with flashlight. Must have played it like that.
Yeah, I'd imagine they were just going for the multiplier there because the 1.5 times with hard rock, I mean with the flashlight, is very strong. Like, and they weren't misreading. They were just like finding unfortunate little breaks on finger control, and it will be hidden 3 coming in for the side of Jorik. Baroque, mapped by Alex.
Actually not back by Alex, just uploaded.
Ah.
Yes, I just got the information as well.
Fair enough. Okay, so let's see who we want to be seeing in this map for the hidden. Eiko Tsukimi being a very strong reading player, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong though. I don't know, it's been a very long time since I teamed with them. And Mia Getter is coming in. Mia being just a very strong player in general. Definitely going to be a pretty good pick for this map. I'm half expecting to see Quartal coming in again. Pretty strong on hidden.
Yeah, we see Jellium as well.
Map. Yeah.
Jellium to be expected in probably nearly every map.
Yeah. Jellium and Warzilla being two players that they specifically were playing the hidden on that free mod just before, so they should be staying in. Forest Master is going to stick around as well, being that easy hidden player from the last map. But the question is, who are we seeing from Team Red? We're seeing Quartal, Mia, and Strecker staying in, actually.
Hey, Strecker, very interesting choice.
And this is actually what we're going to be sticking with. We're going to be seeing Liss playing a hidden map, which I haven't seen much of, so that's going to be interesting to see. And we're going to see Ball 3D coming in from the side of Team Red as well. I think that's their first time coming in for this. am somewhat surprised to not see Eula here. Maybe not being a hidden specialist player or really liking hidden that much, but they are still very strong on that mod.
I'm very confused why Steika is actually playing this hidden trade. He's very good at these kind of alternate flow aim maps, but the hidden he's not that good on. So we'll see how it goes.
We're just gonna let the start of the map just catch up, let the client get through all of its Bancho misses, and we're gonna see some breaks at the start.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Strecker, Miyageto, Forest Master, all finding pretty early breaks. Liz found one right at the start, but I don't think that one's gonna matter nearly as much as the others, because everyone else is dropping accuracy. In fact, there's no one in the lobby aside from Jellium and Quartal right now who hold above 97. Finally caught up to by Ball 3D right now, but this lead has already gone over to the side of Team Red.
Ball 3D now missing Miyageto, also at 97% now. Feeling confident. Honestly, looking at this kind of match, more confident than most other matches. But Liz here breaking again.
Yeah, Liz was traded by Strecker though, so it means that it's actually pretty even, but unfortunately Bozilla and Forest Master also find breaks. It's only Jellium on the side of Team Jorik right now, but Quartal finds one as well. That's a three-way break. There are no combos left on the side of Team Red right now. It is only Jellium.
And having the advantage of 150,000 points with one player, with two players, just pretty much all players having more combo than the red team, on top of having Jellium with 500 combo and NFC. It looks already pretty over.
Look at them go. Look at Jellium's Zac. Highest in the lobby by at least 4% right now.
Yes, and here we can see why you want Jellium in your team, how strong this player is on especially reading picks on hidden and ult, and this map's so hard, really.
Yeah, just being that flow aim test on hidden. Not many players being that comfortable on it, especially on those splits. Jellium finally being caught out by it. But he's done enough. That's a 500k lead on the back of Jellium's just sheer dominance on this map. That being said, Borzilla also with a very high score. Team Red just couldn't find their footing on this map, maybe not being as comfortable on the hidden.
Yeah,
very well played for Team Jorik.
Yeah, looking at the scores, very, very good team effort. Even if Jellium only had like 100,000 points, they would have still won. So overall, very strong performance from Team Jorik.
Definitely. And now we're going to be seeing Team Red coming in with a pick. Let's see what they want to go for. Maybe want to go for something more tapping favored, since that is the map that they've won so far, but who knows, really, because at the same time, Team Jorik banned the No Mod 5. It's so... These are some weird bans and picks so far, unless that's an issue on the stream. I guess... What else do they want to go for? Maybe they want to take some Hard Rock, since... but at the same time, that's also really dangerous against this roster. Like, there's so many options, but all of them have downsides to them.
Yes, maybe a DT2 might just be a choice. I'm not really sure how confident to feel on it. DT2 is very hard to FC. We have seen FCs before in the tournament, so it's definitely not the hardest map. My cats, oh my god, my cats just threw everything on the floor. Oh, it's gonna keep lying on the floor until this tournament's done.
Just normal cat things.
Yeah, they just completely threw it on the cat tree.
And it's gonna be No Mod 6 actually, coming in from Team Red. This makes sense, this was their protect. And let's see why they found that this would be the right choice, because, I mean, at least from Team Jorik, they immediately got rake pointed on their protect. But maybe Team Red's feeling a lot more confident on theirs. Maybe they just... They want to like get this guaranteed point, get the momentum back in their favor.
We'll definitely see probably very likely a very strong performance from the red team here from Jorik.
And we're seeing some players with no map, apparently. That is unfortunate for them, but yeah, it should be fine. Although it will be quite difficult to sight read a AR 7.5 map like this. Now this is a pretty good song by Deco Nina.
Yes, absolute banger. I love that song.
Alright, let's see who we're going to be seeing. Looks like Forest Master coming back in. This makes sense. They played easy on the previous maps. Eula Foot Enjoyer, surprisingly good at low AR actually for such a speedy player like that.
Yes, Foot Enjoyer, overall extremely strong players, has played DACH tournaments before, and has been very unlucky actually in recent times with tournaments. Last year he had not such a good team, and that seemed to have overpaid for a lot of players and overpaid for him as well. But this time with a lot stronger team in the tournament, probably a lot happier as well.
Yeah. Now that being said, on the side of Jorik, they do have Jellium and Forest Master, who are both very strong reading players. Borzilla I'm not too knowledgeable about, but they did play Hidden on the last map. Never mind being swapped out for Eiko Tsukimi. That is someone I'd expect on a reading map. Now, on the side of Team Red, we're seeing Clueless, who played Flashlight before, alongside Eula, Ball3D, and Summer. I'm not too certain on some of these skill sets, but let's just see who's feeling good on the reading. I feel like Team Red should do best, since this was their Protect. They've definitely got the practice in. Let's just see if Team Jorik can get a bit of a break on this. Just allowing a bit of time for Bancho to catch up.
I always take a little bit.
There we go. Just allowing the Bancho misses to get caught up too. There we go. Okay. So we are already seeing kind of what this map is going to be about. These overlaps on the sliders already just being an absolute annoyance to read. But we are immediately going to see 3 breaks actually from Ball3D, Liss, and Summer. So that's actually going to be an early lead, potentially going over to the side of Jorik, but Eiko finding a break as well. And the accuracies on the side of Jorik are actually really low. Jellium finding a break as well. Forest Master, the only FC, holding that 91 accuracy.
Okay, the accuracy on Team Red is crazy.
Yeah.
Usually an OD 8.5 isn't that high, but combine it with AR 7.5 and it's really high actually, and seeing all of these accuracy 96% or in the area of 96% for all 4 players, that is insane.
Yeah, these guys know what they are doing on this map. Liss finding another break on the side of Team Jorik. Traded by Summer, but unfortunately Jellium finding one as well. It's only Forest Master facing off against 3 big combos on the side of Team Red, and they finally find a break. This is really good for if you want to be a supporter of Team Red, because there are 3 huge combos. The lead is growing exponentially. And, I mean, what do you do? The accuracies are so high, the combos are so high. Team Blue just aren't able to put anything together. They have practiced, they have been prepared, they knew what they needed to do on this Protect, they knew what they had to do, and they have absolutely torn this map apart so far.
Yes, Team Red really showing up here, showing what map you protect, that you don't lose your Protects, and at least you shouldn't lose your Protects ever. And this is probably like, even if all of them break now and the other team FCs the rest, they lose. I mean,
yeah, I don't think there's anything that can be done. This is an absolute show of dominance. They are tearing this map apart limb from limb, just showing just what they can do on these reading favored maps. They are also putting out a big sign saying, do not pick Hidden 2 into us. We will absolutely dominate on that. We are the strongest reading team in this lobby. Getting that 1.3 mil lead, and just, that is a massive momentum shift.
That might be the best score in the tournament for this map.
Crazy scores.
2 FCs here.
Red. That is insanity. What do you do against that? There is
nothing loose. That is crazy.
That is such a good momentum shift to Team Red.
Bunch of
now it is going back to Jorik's pick, but I mean, what do you do? Maybe go back to the Hidden because of the uncomfortableness they had on the Hidden 3, but that was more flow aim. There's nothing that really tests that same skill set anymore. Maybe the free mod 1, maybe DT2 to harness a bit more of that speed. But picking speed into that team is also really scary, so just terrifying. I will say, both these teams having pretty similar skill sets, actually, so it's pretty difficult to just to decide who is going to be picking What?
So it seems like I made a mistake with the bands.
Ah.
I was already wondering.
Yeah. That being said, we have a DT2 pick. Now, this map, I can't remember where I've seen this before. I believe it was 5WC.
Oh my god, what is happening? No?
Yeah, so this has been picked by Team Jorik. So it was actually Team Blue.
It was actually Team Blue.
Yep.
Okay, I will fix that later.
Yeah. Now, this map is fast as hell. That's all you really need to know. There's not as much aim, not as much finger control. It's just long bursts, high BPMs. Who's going to be the most comfortable on it? Liss and Jellium being very strong tapping players makes sense for them to be in here. Eula Foot Enjoyer also just a premier speed player in the scene, alongside Quartal on the side of Team Red. Now,
yeah.
Let's just see who the rest of the
DT2
rosters are going to be.
DT2 is really hard. It has more aim than the DT2 of the qualifiers. Very high speed. It's not for everyone. Like, it's really hard to hack it as well. Getting a good 98-99% on it is possible, but not for many people in the tournament.
Yeah, definitely. Now, let's just see who the last couple of players on the side of Team Blue are going to be. They did pick this, so they should have a roster set in stone, but let's just see who they want to go for, because the side of Team Red has already got their full roster in. They've gone for Agarflow, or Argaflow, who hasn't actually come in yet, but very strong street player, if I remember correctly. Now, we are also going to be seeing Borzilla coming in, and we're just going to see who the last remaining member is going to be on the side of Team Jorik. Just taking a little while to decide.
Yeah, it's, I gotta say, it's always scary if a third person just doesn't join immediately, because it gives off the feeling that you might just not be sure of who's going to play that. Or you have too many.
They have their person in mind. It's just an internet issue, apparently.
I see. So yeah, we see Agarflow, you're a full enjoyer on the DT. Both very strong. Agarflow played in 5WC B team, I believe, or an A team, one of them, and had very good performances on the DTs. B team.
Oh, there we go. There's Aptem. Finally making their way into the lobby. Unfortunately, their internet just wasn't very strong to get in time, so the timeout has been put through for the side of Team Jorik. Unfortunate for them. That being said, we're going to be starting up this map very shortly. It's going to be... should be pretty close, honestly, because there are some really strong speed players on both rosters. People to look out for, again, being Liss, Eula Foot Enjoyer, Jellium, Quartal, Argaflow. Basically everyone in this lobby, honestly. This is a very stacked DT lobby, but let's see if Jorik can find the advantage. Now we are just going to be having a couple of connection issues at the start. Just allowing players to get in. Aptem's internet apparently just not being the strongest.
He's catching up,
here. There we go. Okay. Now, from the start, we're going to be seeing a bit of an accuracy lead for the side of Team Jorik. That kind of makes sense. Borzilla and Jellium both holding SSs, both gone now, though.
Yes. So this map has a bunch of bursts that are very scary because it's hard really to count it. So you always have to tap on feeling, and it might just happen. It might just happen that you press a circle just too low, just one less circle, and you immediately get a miss.
Yeah, Aptem finding an entire stream of 150s there on that burst. Maybe overstreaming the first note. Very unfortunate, but at the same time, they hold the combo. That's all you really need at this point. Just need to slowly build up those combos. You can get your accuracy later once someone else finds a miss.
Yeah, and if you compare all combos on the teams, Eula Foot Enjoyer with the first miss, but if you compare the accuracies, they're all pretty even if you even them out. Aptem now missing as well, but I think the Eula Foot Enjoyer miss is more important. Borzilla and Quartal trade to each other with 2FC left on both sides.
Yeah, so the early lead is going to be going over to Jorik, but it is actually decreasing because of the accuracy on Aptum just being that much lower than Edvard. Like, it's entirely just going to be a matter of which two FCs hold and which two FCs hold the higher accuracy, because Argoflow, despite having FCs alongside, well, alongside Edvard, neither of them have anywhere near the accuracy of Jellium and Liz, but Jellium finding a break on that burst.
Yes, and still a double SD for the red team. Edvard with the 91% accuracy, I just realized. Liz with the 98%. Highest accuracy of the lobby. This map is really not easy to hack.
Oh, but Argoflow finding a break. That's another FC gone. The lead is slowly increasing, though, because Quartal and Eula Footenjoy have such high supporting combos compared to the rest of Team Jorik. It's only Liz trying their best to hold on. They're going to need to see a complete fall apart on the side of Team Red, but at the same time, they are just not showing any weakness right now. Quartal, Eula Footenjoy, and Edvard completely tearing this map apart. Like, this is going to be actually a breakpoint for Team Red. They have taken the momentum from that last point, and they're building upon it. Edvard, unfortunately, not going to find the FC. Missing right at the ending. Liz holding an insane accuracy, actually, despite the early break.
Yeah, all players having a very, very strong performance in here. Edvard struggling here a little bit. Borsilla also with the B rank, but still a good score. And Liz with the 1.13 million score.
Yeah, Liz absolutely tore that map apart, but at the same time, a solo carry doesn't mean much if your team is just not built to play the speeds. And that's a breakpoint for Team Red. It's going back to them. Can they convert it into a 2-point lead? They have some pretty good options open for them. I feel like we're going to be seeing potentially a... Oh, quiet. There we go. So I feel like the options that are open for them right now are Hidden 2 being a very strong option. Maybe not being as good as it could be because Eula, one of their best reading players, not being as comfortable on Hidden. There's the DT1 being a strong aim map for them potentially, but again, very scary to pick into a team that's already picked 2 DTs. Admittedly, they've lost both of them, but we don't talk about that.
I think I got it right now. I think we got it.
Yeah.
Bans should be right now.
Alright. Maybe we're going to be seeing a no mods map being picked here. I don't see Hard Rock being picked by either of these rosters, I'm not going to lie. Like, neither team seems that comfortable on it, seeing as... I mean, especially Team Jorik. They played 2 Hiddens on the free mod map before, and already banned Hard Rock 2. But at the same time, Team Red just not being as comfortable. Maybe not wanting to play it after a couple of aim mishaps on the previous maps.
Yeah, not only that, on the Hard Rock tree, we have seen so many strong scores. I feel like many teams are very worried and scared of picking it now because they feel like, hey, if we pick it and we don't all have this insane performance, the other team might just completely crush on that. So that might also be a very worrying point. But they do pick it. They actually do pick it. Hard Rock tree pick from Team Red. Must be confident on there.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing just who's going to be more consistent on this, I suppose, because there's been so many high scores on this like throughout the tournament. It's entirely just going to be based on who's more consistent, who's going to get the good score today. And honestly, so far, it looks like the most consistent players have been on the side of Team Red. Liz has been putting up a monster performance, but the rest of Team Jorik just haven't really caught up with them yet.
Yes, and not only that, it's already late for a lot of people. Some people might have already had long days behind them. So I know Strecker is from Germany, so it's already like nearly 10 p.m. for him.
And also Mia Ghetto is, I believe, Russian. So that's going to be even later. So I think we've got a lot of Europeans in this lobby. It's going to be pretty late times all around. I'm just going to be waiting to see who the last player on the side of Team Jorik is going to be. I'd be surprised if it's not Jellium. Just a very strong player throughout this match. But at the same time, maybe they're just not feeling as comfortable on Hard Rock right now.
What is very surprising to me is I tried playing the Hard Rock tree, and I'm not much of a Hard Rock player, but I figured it's actually not that hard. It's actually not that easy, actually. Oh, I've been saying a lot of actually recently.
Yeah.
But...
saying a lot of it, actually.
Yeah, it's a German thing. A lot of German people do that. But it's not so easy, and having all of these performances, these amazing scores on a hard rock tech map is insane. Just shows how talented and how amazing these players really are in the game.
Let's just allow these rosters to be put together quickly. Jellium is going to be the last player on the side of Team Jorik. That does make sense. Now we're just going to allow these rosters to get into this map. It's pretty short, only being 2.5 minutes, but that is plenty of time for upsets to happen.
Yes, very short map. Would be very surprised if we didn't see any FCs. Just with how matches have been going before. We've seen 3.4 million with a triple FC already before in this map. So only good performances on here. What was that?
Just gonna allow a bit of a I mean, this kind of map is also just very open to shit misses and underperformances, so...
Oh, absolutely.
With some of the players that are normally very consistent, having some very unfortunate breaks throughout
one
this
slider
match.
break here.
Yep, there we go. That is exactly what I was expecting, because some of these sliders are very annoying to hit, especially the repeat sliders, if you are not ready for them. And since I have seen some people talk about side reading,
weird miss.
Yeah, Jellium, not really known as that much of a hard rock player, especially on these kinds of maps. They're very strong, obviously, but everyone on Team Jorik actually just not having a great time on this, maybe not being as much of a tech team as the side of Team Red. Like, the lead's already 100k. It's only Eiko Tsukimi on the side of Team Jorik holding an FC. Strecker finding a break, Edvard finding a break as well, actually. It's just Miyageto against Eiko right now. Mati finding a break as well. The lead's actually going to start decreasing because of these supporting combos. Jellium with the 99 accuracy, the only one in the lobby with that.
Yes, the combos are very, very similar. While you could say that overall the accuracy is better on the red team, you still have Jellium with 99% of accuracy, who's still carrying that with this accuracy.
Yeah, and also having the highest supporting combo in the lobby, not including the FCs, but Eiko Tsukimi!
Wow, on a slow part, that's so unlucky.
Yeah, just finding an unfortunate slow slider. That is so unfortunate for the side of Team Jorik, because the lead is just going to expand drastically with Miyageto holding that combo.
Yes,
but then again, Jellium's accuracy makes his score basically an FC compared to everyone else. But they're going to need to have some support, and Liss is unfortunately going to find a break. M6VI has also got... It's only Jellium and Eiko holding anything near a combo right now, but Miyageto, Strecker, and Edvard are taking this apart. It is 200k lead for them right now. Jellium trying his best with the accuracy, but Miyageto holding the FC with Hard Rock right now, showing what they are made of on this kind of Hard Rock tech map.
Oh, Jellium with another slider break.
Not able to find the combo on that, but Miyageto trading it. No one is feeling comfortable on these faster sliders. It's only Strecker. And, I mean, at the end of the day, they've done enough. This lead is going straight over to Team Red. This is going to be a 2-point lead in the match. And they've consolidated their breakpoint. Jorik is going to need to do something really drastic to get this back into their favor.
Yes, we see her again. Everyone has pretty okay scores. Maybe with the lowest score, 300,000, a few 400,000s. Miyageto with 800,000, Strecker 600,000. These two combos alone are already doing so much work.
Definitely. Like, Team Red just showing that they were very comfortable on that. 3 S ranks, only being caught out really by those fast sliders. Very strong performance. Now we are going to be waiting to see what they want to pick on Team Jorik here, because they need to get this momentum back in their favor. They need to see if they can just get something going. I will say Hidden 2 is probably a good roster pick, because remember that free mod 2? The side of Team Red only had 1 hidden on that roster, whereas Team Jorik had 2, and they actually won that pick off the back of them.
That is true. Hidden pick might just be a very good choice.
Yeah, and the win on the Hidden 3. It's probably their strongest mod pool for this matchup, but maybe they're just not feeling that confident on it. Maybe they are afraid of what Team Red can put together.
Well, considering their performance on the Nomad 6, Team Blue is absolutely scared of picking Hidden 2. I think Hidden 2 is still a pick for Team Red, but a Hidden 1 might just not be that bad.
And then we can't also forget about the free mod 1. That is an absolutely, like, I mean, it's such a difficult map, especially if you want to play easy. And they do have the strong easy player, like, in the form of, I believe it was Forest.
Yeah, but do you want to play easy on that? Yes, the multiplayer is insane, but you need to get like at least 200,000 to get a very respectable score on there.
I mean, you never know, could be. But I guess we're just going to wait and see. It's at the end of the day, it's up to them on what they want to pick. DT1 is open if they want to pick all 3 and lose all 3 potentially. Or if they maybe just want to get a bit of redemption on easy. Pick that DT1, get the win, finally bring it back in their favor. But there's just so many maps open in this pool. 2 no mods, 2 hiddens. Like,
yeah, I don't know about the
no mod 2
DTs.
is gonna get picked.
Yeah, I don't know about the DTs. They've picked DT both times, and I believe they lost it both times. So
yeah.
DT1 would probably not be the best choice. I don't think they would be very confident anymore. Or maybe they could pick it just because they don't feel pressure anymore, but we see a free mod 1 pick here.
Yeah, it's gonna be Slipstream. This is a song from a very good game, Gran Turismo 3. Like, I mean, this game had such good soundtrack.
Yeah, this song slaps.
Now, I'm just wondering if we're going to be seeing an easy here from Team Jorik. I don't think it's that likely, but I mean, if there's a chance, I would like to see that because it might be very interesting.
Oh yeah, easy is always great to watch on these maps. It's so easy to. I love how I say easy. But yeah, it's you would just mess up so quickly. Like you are out of it and you cannot find your footing anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately, Clueless Player will not be playing Flashlight on this map. That is unfortunate. Jellium and Liss coming in for the side of Team Jorik. And we're probably going to be seeing Liss take the Hard Rock, Jellium and Borzilla once again take the Hidden, just like on Free Mod 2. And just going to see what everyone else is going to go for. Team Red seeing Etfad, Miyageto and Summer come in. Miyageto, I'm assuming, is going to take the Hard Rock after that really good performance on the last map. And Mavi, I'm not sure what they want to be picking here.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either, but...
Oh, I think they might just not be in the lobby because Forest Master is coming in. They were the easy player on the last time. It is a matter of whether they want to take the easy or if they want to just play hidden. And it does look like Mavi is going to stay in, actually.
Yeah, maybe he has a secret plan.
Yeah, I can see a world where there's an overmod here. Jellium is very competent on hidden hard rock if needed. It appears that the Team Blue is having a bit of trouble just deciding on what they want to go for the mods. Forest is just, I guess, deciding whether or not to take the hidden or make someone else do it to allow them with no mod.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Probably chose the wrong.
I just forgot to put it on.
Yep.
Happens to everyone.
Alright, starting in a few seconds. Yeah, is Team Red going to secure their tie at the very least? Or do we have a game going still?
Now let's just see. Team Red looking to potentially put this over to match point with another breakpoint. They have got 2 in a row so far, but these fast sliders are absolutely monstrous, especially for the hard rock players. Summer in particular already finding a break on one of them. But at the same time, like, this could go either way. We're going to be seeing 3 hard rocks on the side of Team Red right now. Miyageto being the only hidden, being the only person I actually predicted to play hard rock, so that makes me look a bit dumb. And Jellium just tearing apart these patterns alongside everyone else. Like,
Maybe
that accuracy already one of the highest in the lobby alongside Liss actually on the hard rock. Now Mavi is going to be the only one to find a miss there alongside Forest Master. Ooh, this is not looking comfortable for them because the lead is going over to the side of Team Red right now. Etfad finding a break.
Forest Master struggling a lot more than to be expected here.
Yeah, Miyageto unfortunately also finding a break on the hidden. There is no hidden FC on the side of Team Red right now. The lead's going to slowly go back over to the side of Team Jorik if it stays this way because, I mean, just look at Jellium and Liss's accuracy right now. Highest in the lobby on both of them on 2 different mods. Like, just look at them go right now. Argaflow and Summer are both holding on as much as they can with the hard rock. Summer making a very good adjustment after their early break on one of the fast sliders.
Yeah,
but the lead is over.
Chelium making sure that the price that has been paid for him is completely right.
Definitely. Mavi finding another break though. That is unfortunate because that lead could go over and Forest Master finds one as well. It is 2 FCs and 2 pretty good combos against just 2 FCs. There is no support on the side of Team Jorik, but Edfad finding another break. That's one of their supporting combos gone, but there's still an unanswered one on Mia Ghetto. Now we are almost in the final quarter right now. A single break from any of the FCs will basically steal this point for the other team. Who is it going to be? Who is going to blink first? Who is going to seal this match?
Edfad
finding another break, but it's not enough right now because the combos on the side of
maybe
Jorik aren't big enough. Mavi finding a break.
And now it goes back to the red team again.
Yeah, it's Mia Ghetto, Summer, and Agaflow. The 2 FCs on Hard Rock from the side of Team Red are absolutely dominating. Jellium finds a break. That's going to be it. Very close map there.
Match point and guaranteed tie for Team Red here. Both sides playing this extremely well. They're really not taking anything out, like not letting the other team take anything from them. Had to fight hard for that.
Yeah, that was an incredibly close map. Liss holding the highest score in the lobby with that 1 mil again, putting up an absolutely demonic performance, but unfortunately just not having the support on any of the maps they're doing well on. And, I mean, now that we look at it, Team Red is on match point here. They have their own pick. Team Jorik is going to need to put together a dominant performance on the rest of these maps. Because they need to take 2 breakpoints to even, like, tie this up. Let's just, let's see how it goes.
Oh, that's a message from Jellium.
We don't talk about it. Now, let's just see what Team Red wants to go for here. Maybe they actually want to take the last DT because they have won the previous 2. They have very strong DT players, but at the same time, I mean, I'm speaking from experience here. Liss is playing really well. Liss is one of the best DT aim players in the scene. I don't think you pick that into them. Like, even if you think you beat the rest of the team, the chance of an FC is terrifying.
Yes, and especially how easy it is to miss in DT1. All of these sliders, these weirdly placed sliders, you can just so easily slider break on that map. I've had it myself happen over and over again, so it's never a guaranteed FC on there. But looking at the other maps, all of them are kind of a gamble. Probably Hidden 2 might be a good choice, considering how well they did on the Nomad 6.
Yeah, I will say though, the Nomad 6 performance did come very heavily down to Eula Footenjoy, who is not a Hidden player. They can't really play the Hidden to the same level of their Nomad reading. I will also say Nomad 2 is an okay shout, but I mean, you have to rely on these tapping players on your roster being like Quartal, being Eula, all of these very strong tapping players, but at the same time, Team Jorik, they have Jellium, they have Liss, they have like all of these other tapping players, so it could be it for either team. Neither of these teams are being very
No one too big.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, there's no real like standout we definitely win this map choices.
Yeah, Nomad 1 or Hard Rock 1 might have both been a very viable option as well. Just because it's a coin flip, but in the position you're in, you can afford that.
Yeah, you have to pick these toss-up maps because I mean, there's no certain victories, and you have 3 points in a row that you would have to lose. And the Team Jorik is going to be picking what they think is their strongest map next anyway, so you may as well go for a gamble, see what you can go for.
Oh yeah. And we see Jellium stays in the lobby, obviously.
Yeah, Jellium, one of the best Nomad 2 players in the scene, in my experience. Probably going to be seeing... I'm not sure who's going to be in there. Quartal and Eula Footenjoy are definitely going to be in, I think, for Team Red. Very good tapping players, just very consistent. Mia Ghetto going to come in alongside Strecker as well. Here comes Liss for the side of Team Jorik. There's Eula. It's going to be Borzilla coming alongside them, and let's see who the last player in this lobby is going to be.
Yeah, Jellium, Liss, Strecker, Eula Footenjoy, Mia Ghetto, all of these very, very strong on this kind of skill set.
Now, Liz saying that they are not ready for these Axel streams. Maybe not being particularly comfortable on the flow aim element of this map, being more of just a stamina player.
Yeah, I have to say about this map that I feel like it's extremely FCable, but it's also so ship missable. If you're a very experienced flow aim player, it should be a free map. It by all means, it has no aim. It really is only flow aim. But all of these accelerating streams, like you said, are just so easy to catch you off. Just a little blink, just any moment, and you just lose the combo. You just break on a slider. You just have like this complete chain miss. Maybe even node lock can happen on this map as well.
I will also say, unfortunately for Team Jorik, one of their best stream players, Global Legend, like a very good No Mod 2 specialist, isn't available, which means that they are going to have not really their strongest roster for this map. So it is going to be Echo, Liss, Bozilla, and Jellium. And let's just see how this goes, because realistically, it's kind of an RNG map. Like, being a flow aim No Mod 2, anyone can chain miss at any time. Anyone can just find these terrible breaks. And let's just see what goes on here.
Yes,
I think the accuracy will be very important to this map, though, because these chain misses, throwing accuracy, could very well lose a team a point that they otherwise would be winning.
Yes, and it is OD 9.3, so you really can drop this accuracy if you are not on point. So that's a very very important point. But I feel like most people are gonna have a very good accuracy. Looking at Jellium and Shreka, probably most of the time here.
Yeah, it's just gonna be everyone just being a bit consistent here. Strecker finding a break first on one of those slightly spaced sections. Traded by Bozilla and Liss, actually. Quartal finding a trade as well, though. Everyone's chain missing.
Okay.
So the only FC so far on the side of Team Red.
Jellium still with the SS, what the hell?
Yeah, we don't talk about those.
That is crazy.
Echo Tsukimi is going to find another break on the side of Team Jorik, though. It's only Jellium against Miyageto right now. Jellium with the higher accuracy. And actually, 2 breaks on the side of Team Red are really good for the side of Team Jorik. They really need these breaks to continue just to... I mean, they need to get this point to bring this to a tie at least.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now, these bursts, these stacked streams, they're so easy to lose your accuracy on.
Oh,
you don't
Jellium
even
dropping
see
the
it.
SS.
Yes, you don't even see it. Like, you have your cursor most of the time over the circle, so you don't even see the 100s, and then you see it. Oh no, I just dropped 20 100s on a burst or on a stream. No, Quartal!
What?
What are you doing?
Unfortunate for Quartal, but then again, a single ship miss from Jellium or Miyageto will seal this map.
Okay, Quartal is very pissed.
Yeah, I can imagine. Alright, we're going to be heading into the final section pretty soon. Here we go. The space streams are beginning. Echo finding a break on the first note of it, so that is going to be a trade for what Quartal has unfortunately found. But it's just Jellium against Miyageto. Liss is going to find a break as well. Jellium finds the break. It is going to be Miyageto carrying their team.
And there we go.
Yeah, the space streams are being absolutely dominated by Miyageto right now. Jellium finding another break. Miyageto finds a break right at the end. But they've done what they needed to do. That is a victory for Team Red. They have taken it over Team Jorik. Well played to everybody on that roster. I'm still not saying your team name.
Yes, very, very strong performance. We have to say that from Team Jorik, one person seemed to be missing. But nonetheless, both strong performances. We've seen strong performances from both teams, really showing who is strong and weak and what, and how easy like just one miss on a certain map, one slider break can change everything. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, definitely. Very well played to both teams there. We saw some monster performances, even from the losing team. Jellium, Liss, and especially, I believe it was Forest who played the Easy Hidden before. Very good performances from those players. Definitely deserve the props, but end of the day, Team Red, Eulafoot, Enjoyer, Summer, Miyageto, Strecker, Quartal, everyone just putting together these really strong performances, and they got that win. They completely dominated this match after the first 4 picks. I mean, what else is there to say?
Yes. All right. Now, we are finally done with day 1. First day of DACH Open Division 2 is over. So many exciting matches, so many amazing scores, people showing their strength on all sides, and how much they're worth. Some people who got bought for real cheap, being able to completely crush maps here. So really amazing. And with that, I want to thank you for commentating with me, for joining us here,
Mhm.
and for the good time. And also thank all the viewers for coming and viewing and playing this tournament.
Yep, that'll be it, I suppose. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye bye.